I bought a house in Cabo to shake off my cargo. It went a little bit far though, and then blew my top off.
In this video, I'm going to be talking about anxiety, my anxiety. Anyway, yeah. To no surprise, I've been going through a lot of anxiety lately, and honestly, I want this to be like a conversation of some sort. So like I say some things, if you resonate with them, or you don't, let me know in the comment section, things like that. Let's get like a conversation going. Also, this is my partner in crime, Snow. If you're new to this channel, this is my partner in crime. We're criminals together. I know my mind might be all over the place in this video, but it's supposed to be a conversation. There is no structure. I'm not trying to approach this as a typical YouTube video and just writing down bullet points of ideas I want to talk about. I already have the ideas in my head, and I want this to be a conversation. I actually want us to talk. I've just been really anxious about a lot of things, to be honest, and a lot of things that I don't have control over, obviously, because I don't really have control over how the future is going to set itself. I always make plans for the future, but the plans for the future never actualize the way I planned them in my head. Most times in my head, always end up being better, to be honest. But the journey to getting to that better is very treacherous. I don't know. There's just so much to be worried about. People will tell you, "Oh, don't worry about this, don't worry about that." But how can you not worry about it? Come on. It's your life, and as much as you don't have control over it, it's still your life. How can people tell you that you should not worry over what you cannot control? Bitch, that's why I should be worrying. I cannot control it. But also, you have to think about it from this perspective. If you always worry about your anxieties, you will never really have any time to, live in the moment. I'm still dealing with anxiety, but at least I'm starting to embrace it as a part of my life, as something that's always going to be there, but I don't have to necessarily internalize. As much as people say do not internalize anxiety, when you think about it, anxiety is actually a driver for a lot of the things that we do for our future. Anyway, my point exactly is, I feel like as opposed to not worrying about your anxieties, we should find a balance between the two. You get me? Always induce enough into yourself to get you started on your goals. There are some times when that anxiety is very necessary for you to do some things I don't want to end up here.
GCSE, no A level, you will end up in McDonald's. You will end up in McDonald's, that's what I meant.
So I have to channel the anxiety into doing things that are productive. Or not necessarily productive, but just things that help me progress towards my future, regardless of the anxiety being there. I'm the type of person that believes that as much as you can control what the future holds, you can do things in your present to make sure that you're better prepared for your future. Because at the end of the day, the things that you're chasing will get you closer to where you want to be than the things that you don't chase.
Can I get amen up in here? Amen. Okay.
So it's really a fine balance, So I feel for me, my anxiety helps me. It kind of drives me to keep pushing and want the best out of myself, because I'm also scared of failure, to be honest. But at the same time too, it's I cannot control some of these things. So when it's getting too much for me to deal with all and find that journaling could help too sometimes,
I'm just journaling about my thoughts. I may not be a big fish in this town, but I still have a lot to say. To myself, at least.
It helps you put your ideas on paper. Now you're not just the worries that just jump into your head, blah blah blah. Actually on paper, you can see them visually. You can say, okay, these are possible challenges, and this is how I can make sure that I'm better prepared to tackle it in the future. You can only do your best, the best to help you prepare for that situation, but that's all you could do. Anxiety is good and bad. Sometimes we need to get the fuck off our yansh. Get the fuck off your yansh, bro.
Staring out the window, reaching for a North Star, waiting just to wake up from this nightmare where you could be right back in my arms, dancing to the limbo, stuck here in the middle.
So I just finished my meeting. You can tell by the change in glasses. I just finished my meeting. I'm about to eat because I'm fucking hungry. But back to my anxiety. Yes, left to me, I'll just sleep all day and be eating rice. Like I actually don't give a shit, you know. But at the end of the day, there's that fear of failure that I don't want to fail. Like or not, I want to see how far I can get to or how much I can achieve. And I feel like the anxiety of not achieving that helps me continue every day. While you might not necessarily control the future, you can control the present and make sure that you're doing everything you can in your present to prepare you for the future that you're aspiring towards. It might not always end up being that future, but at the end of the day, you're preparing yourself for it, which is better than saying, oh yeah, I can't be worrying about this right now because I don't have control over the future. Let me not do anything, let me just relax, let me not think. You get what I mean? Like just it's that. So like anxiety is necessary. If you have any tips, leave them below. I'm going to eat now. I have a meeting very soon at in like 30 minutes. Oh, cool. But yeah, I have to eat. So leave a like, leave a sub.
What's the meaning of life?
Yeah.
Getting pussy, making money, getting more pussy.